All right, I'll let everybody get in. I have the paints all mixed. I'll explain what I did in just a minute, what I have. Hi, Teresa. Hey, CB, thanks. I was so excited to get out Friday. The kids, too. We're all been at each other. And the 6th grade has been bad this year. They're just little knuckleheads. All right, so I mixed all my paint. So I have white, yellow, a lime green, an aqua, a metallic green, a metallic blue, a dioxazine purple, and a little bit of like a copper color. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Kim. Hi, Vaughn. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Because I still feel a little thick to me. What I have is I am using up paint that Shauna sent me. So we used all the yellow. I used all the lime green. I used 2 aquas that were almost gone. A metallic green, an ultramarine metallic blue, 2 dioxazine purples, 2 browns, and some copper. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and a white. 12 tubes of paint that were partially full that are gone out of the house that Shauna sent me that are now all gone. And they have, so they're half paint and half Flood or Floetrol. Flood is the brand. You buy it I buy mine at Home Depot. And a little bit of water. They have treadmill oil, silicone oil in all the colors, not the white, so that we can get cells. I do need to make sure that my torch has gas in it. Hi, Button. Hi, Dot. I should have some gas. And I'm going to mix several Dixie cups. I have 4 canvases, so we'll see how. Hi, Norma. All right, so I'm going to put a little white in the bottom of each cup. And I'm going to do an extra 2 cups so that I have something to work with. And I want to put some white on the corners and along the edges, just because that can be hard to get to cover. And I have plenty of white mixed. Okay. So on this canvas, I'm going to stay light. And on this canvas, I'm going to do darks with a little crossover. And these are my cups that are the crossovers, these 2 extra cups. So I'm going to move the dark paints over to the side. And pull this more center. Hi, Julie. Hi, Galena. Happy birthday again. Hi, Judes. All right, so I'm going to put yellow. Green. Turquoise on that one. And turquoise on this one. Some yellow on that one. Yellow in there. Some green. I know I have way more paint than I need. And I'll add some white in here. And I am whatever. We'll add a shot of the dark to that one. I want some contrast, so to that one. Dark blue in that one. I think a little dark blue in that one too. Put a little bit of this lighter color over here. More white. Some green in here. Coppery brown color. course, over here just to add some contrast. Let's take some white. And I'm pouring it high to make it sink in there. Okay. I'll set the 2 extra cups aside. Let those sit for a second. Those fall off the edge. Ooh, look at the cells I'm getting already. Okay, let's. This is just a torch. I'm just trying to get the oil to come to the top and make cells. Okay, so let's start with this one. Okay, so all the corners are covered. On that one. I still feel like I have way too much paint on there. I'm going to torch. Okay. That helped a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour off this way a little bit. I'm going to lose that line that I like, but I want to stretch those navy ones. Okay. Take Norma's bracelets off. Okay. Let's what I'm going to do is swipe right here. And then heat it with a torch again. Let's see if I can't get more interest right in here. And then kind of pour one way or the other. Okay, I think that one's good. What's that link for? Hi, Beth. Thanks, Eileen. All right, so let's play with this one. Let's go this way first. I think that might be okay if I just wipe my hands off and then I torch it. I think that's dry, actually. I don't like the two together like I thought I would. What I was going for, I didn't get, but I like them separately. So let's torch. I don't think you're talking to me, are you, Dot? All right, let me add more fuel to my. Are you talking about the video you watched this morning, Dot? Was it on Facebook, Hillary? There we go. This one's getting a lot of little cells. So let's see if we can't stretch it a little bit. I think I like that. I like to take a palette knife and scrape off the paint dripping off the side. I think it makes a little bit less mess on the back and when you're drying them. Right, so I'm going to leave that one as is. I don't want to put it over the... Yeah, the dark one's good. The dark one's done, so let's set it to dry. And let's see if we want to do anything to the other one. I wish this one had more blue in it. Trying to get that navy to... Let's pull back. It's not moving right here. Just trying to... Get that to move off a little with a swipe. Let's hit it. Okay, now let's try stretching it and see if we can't get some of those smaller cells to be larger. You know what it's reminded me of? I'm going to stop right there because this reminds me of peacock feathers. And what I can do is put a small peacock on here later, and it'll look like the peacock's feather behind it. So I'll leave that one like this. All right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to rinse my hands real quick before I start the next two. All right. I got two more canvases. We'll use those other two things of paint that we mixed. I know that's a lot of wasted paint right there, but that's what acrylic pouring is. Okay, so let's take this one and put it there. Just let it sit for a minute. And this one, and put it there and let it sit. And let's put white paint around the cups. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I want to start getting rid of some of this extra stuff. The paints that are left over that I didn't use, I'll put up. I'll probably combine them though. So let's do a little of that real quick while we're. So let's put the leftover yellow the leftover lime green. I'll throw that extra aqua in there. A shot of white in it. And I'll put that one up, and that'll be a color for future pour. And then let's take the blue. And the purple. And the green. And that will make a very pretty color as well. And then in the third container, I'll add my white as is. We'll use this coppery color here in a minute. Hey, Ange. Do you have a session of pour pickups? I'm confused. I'm gonna let that come out. There'll still be a light and a dark. Hi, Mickey. All right, so let's stretch the white over the edge. Okay. Let's leave that like that for right now. Let's torch it. Let's see if we can't spread some of those cells we just torched. All right, I'm not totally displeased with that. I'm getting some cells in here I want to encourage that are kind of coming up brown. Again, this one might make a decent peacock. Could also be an ocean piece. But I like that little bit of copper that came up in there. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's. Add a little of that copper brown just to run it off the edges. I think that's going to show up in the torching. pick up some of the edges there, that corner. All right, let's see what we can get to come up. We'll let it run just a little bit while we're torching. Okay, let me clean up some of the edges here. Still had a white corner. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so let's I didn't like that bright green all right there. So I'm gonna alter it just a little bit. Get my knife off. I'm just trying to break up some of that blue. Okay, let's clean the knife off again. Okay, now let's and I'm gonna see what we can get to pop up in here. I think that's better. The bit's hanging off. I think that one is done. It looks like stone, sort of. Let me set that down somewhere. And let me go wash my hands real quick. And I know it's a shame that we're losing all this paint. We may not get too much mud if I take some of it. That's not too bad. It's kind of a pretty green color. I'll just need to find a container for it real quick. And then I'll save that. Much of that paint can be used again. See the cells forming in there? With that white that was in there. I'm going to come back and answer questions and stuff real quick in a minute. This I'll let dry and you can peel and use as a skin. if it's not too thick. I need to find some place to put that copper paint. I'm going to add it to some leftover white that I have in a bottle. And that way I didn't waste as much paint. And then we'll put that there so the camera doesn't go crazy. I shall return real quick. All right. Get most of this out of my way. Or it's going to fall off the shelf anyway, so why pick it up, Debbie? All right, at least I can touch the computer now. I couldn't touch the computer. Yeah, it looks like layers of rock, doesn't it, Teresa? When you get those little cells. It is something that is easy to do outside. It's a good way. You can dip into the paint that you have. Some people pour skins. Hi, Kathy Berg. Did you get a new camera, Kathy? Sometimes I have to turn my whole computer off. I also have to go to that classic. That new one doesn't work for me, and I can't get to my camera. Hi, Mark. Welcome. Books on pours? I haven't really seen any. I just like experimenting with it. I like to use them as backgrounds for stuff. I don't sell them by themselves very often, to be honest. Most of the pours that I've sold. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Christy. have a yeah, sometimes when I'm in the new thing, I can't find my camera. It says to stream and I get the dashboard, but I can't turn the camera on. Like I can't find the camera. So I've had to switch back to the classic Creator Studio, but I don't know. All right, so we're going to switch gears. And I thought we'd do something out of here or out of here. So the choices are a winter watercolor with my regular palette, or something out of Fast and Fun with my own watercolors that I just did called Spring Fling. And I don't have a plan for this. This is sketched and I know what I'm doing. This would just be winging it. And I picked out a project to kind of reference, but Spring Fling. All right. Yeah, a lot of us have this book. And so these are the colors. I haven't named them really. I have a like a stormy blue, a sunny yellow, a pink. I don't know what it would be. Pink lemonade is what the color was called. A coral, a lime or grass green, and a teal in the set. And they come like this. They're on my Etsy. This is my third set, which I'll have to take off Etsy if I'm going to use it. I have plenty of pigments. So I'll have 2 sets on there, but I can make more easily. They're just straight up pigments, so that's no problem. I thought about using this paper to do the project on. So what do we think about that? Because it says, let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy day. And I was thinking about doing this. But I also thought about doing a girl with an umbrella. But I don't feel like doing a girl with an umbrella. So let's try regular watercolor paper today, I think. Let's just try regular. And I'm going to do this right here. It's page 62. For those of you who have the book. Now, one of the things that I know she tends to do for her son that I really like is use an oil pastel or a white crayon. So I'm going to use just a white oil pastel. I'm trying to find my good ones. I don't know where they're at. I hate when you move things in your studio, you're cleaning up to help things be easier and certain random things you can't find. So I'm just going to use a crepe-passe. And it's got some on it. I'm just going to clean the edges. I'm also going to make some marks down in the water area. And I'm going to tape off the water area for right now. And focus on the sky. Okay, so let's start with the yellow, the coral, and the pink. And I'm going to use a 12 round. Add some water up here. Add some water in here. I don't have them in a pan or container. Now I may need to, because these are shimmery micas, I tend to use them on the top. So I may go ahead and get my palette and add a little bit of my regular watercolors as a base in some areas. So I'm going to add a little azo yellow to this, because that's about the color this is like an azo yellow. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Yeah, and then I'm going to take and add water to the, like I said, I tend to use mine on top of things. I'm going to go into the coral. This is mine, just straight pigment. I'm not going to use. Add some yellow in here around where the sun is too. All right, and then let's add. I'm going to add a little Quin magenta up here at the top as a base. And then I'm going to add mine with it. And then I'm going to take a damp baby wipe. Kind of soften the transitions a little. I'll just add some more coral in there. I'm going to add some more of that pink. And we'll take and soften it where the sun is. All right, I think I'm going to leave the sky as is. And let's dry that real quick. All right, let's put the yellow, pink, and the coral up. And I'll try to hold that up and see if you can see. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on the camera. I'm getting, let me see if I can flip the blinds because I'm getting light from the window. No, that made it worse. I can't make it go away. I was trying to see if I could get, I know there's some light coming from the window. Well, there's just a pastel shimmer. That's all I can tell you is that it shimmers. It's hard to catch it in the camera. All right, let's take the water line off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it up where I just paint it and lightly push it down. Okay. Now I am going to add again a little bit of leaf green. I'm going to just a little bit of a base. And a little bit of a cobalt teal. And then a little bit of a cobalt blue. Just to give it a little bit of a base color before we add the shimmer on top of it. And you can see how simple the wax crayon trick makes waves, like how easily that works. All right, so let's take, I'm going to put some water in these, clean my brush. I'm going to put that teal in the back and a little bit in the front. I'm going to take that lime green. Keep that in that center area here. And put this darker bit down here too. Trying to get them to cross over just a little bit. And get some concentrated pigment, which is not really hard to do once they get wet. Okay. Let's put those up. All right, let's take the tape off here. We didn't do too bad. Had a little bleed here. But most of that won't even be in the mat. All right, let's dry that. It is a page from Fast and Fun Watercolor page 62, and I am using my new watercolors I just made. The palette called Spring Fling. Let that dry. And you might be able to see some of the shimmer. Can you see the shimmer? So right now, currently, I have the Spring Fling, and I have Bright Jewel colors. And the Bright Jewel colors is a purple, a teal, a real pretty green, a red, and there's a pink that's not shown on here, and a bright blue. And there are a video of me making these. So now we need some boats. And we want a variety of colors. So I'm going to grab some papers that I know will pop that has some multiple colors. Here's something Kathy Berg sent. That might be interesting. Some dictionary paper that's old. I'm thinking for holes real quick. These are bright blue. Looking for something with pattern. That's good. Little prints. All right. So I'm going to divide these into two piles. I have papers that I pulled with the thought of them being the hull of the boat and some more being the sails. We want an odd number. And I'm not going to worry about accuracy of boats. I just want to get some different bottoms. Excuse me. Kind of like there's writing on one. Maybe tucked back here. Excuse me. Okay, that's 5 boats. I think that's good. Let's get rid of that paper. And once I've used one, I'm going to put it to the side. Okay. Yeah, I hand cut. I just eyeball. Let's try this. I'm going to put the two papers facing each other. Let's try this. I'll try a different paper. I want something different with that blue. Just look in the blue drawer. There's a red one. Maybe that blue's just not going to work. Here's all kinds of colors in this one. Let's try that. Thanks, Joan. Too dark. Let's try this. It's better. We just need one more. And actually, I think I'm going to put this one on here. And I think we need something with that orange and pink again. Or just maybe the pink with the green. Okay, here's the pink part. Let's use this pink with it. That works. Better. Let's put this over here because I need to separate that pink boat and put this boat. I don't think I like the dark bottom on that one. I think I'll keep the bottoms all kind of the same, similar. Okay, it needs a different sail. I'll pull off a different piece of paper. Trying to downscale that. I don't know. I think looks okay. Try to decide what pieces are big enough in there to salvage and what to throw away. Move that one off. Move that one over. Let's get gel medium. Well, we might not be gluing anything. Oh, there we go. All right, and I want to try to get just the glue mostly on the back of the paper. So I can come in with some watercolor pencils or markers. Okay, you could use scrapbook papers also for this. Which is what she's got a variety. That she's used. Most of these are pretty thin papers. A couple of them are thicker. sailboat on there. All right. So I'm going to take my zig. Bob. Oh, he's not here. He's not here. That's why we would have been in trouble. All right, I'm going to put some brown on the mat. And I'm going to take a smaller brush. And pick up some of that brown and just come in and darken the hull of that boat a little. And this old paper will absorb that really fast. Oh, I'm going to get a slightly different color brown. It's more of a yellow. That needs to be glued down better. Okay. And dark brown up here. Darken those. Okay. I'll take a dark red on the edges of these. Could use Inktense pencils. Also would work real well for this. Or any watercolor pencils, actually. I just like to darken the edges a little. All right, and let's find something that'll work with that orange, maybe just like a rust color. All right, and then I guess an ochre. No, let's not do an ochre. Let's do a lime green. On this yellow. And the darker green. On the edge of even add some of that dark green on that yellow there. Well, it kind of bleed. All right, I think that's enough for the. Oh, we need the blue. Hello. Blue cell. Dark one's not going to show up much. I hit. Hit this guy right there. We'll fix it. All right, let's put the markers up. I am using Zig Clean Color watercolor markers. They're brush tip and they're watercolor. All right, now I'm going to switch to first I'm going to switch to a brown. Posca paint pen. I'm going to add a mask. in there. Now I'm going to take and add some lines in black. And white. Put some white water lines where all the boats are. They don't show up on camera probably a whole lot. And then let's just add some lines. I think on this one, like I said, I'm not worried about if they're accurate. I'm just darkening some of the little mica areas. I think that's it. Oh, some birds. I'm not doing all the birds. I'm just not. All right, I'm just putting some little birds in there. And I'll sign it down here. She has a whole bunch of birds in hers, but just don't feel like going there. That. All right, let's take the tape off. For the big reveal. I left really wide on the side. But I think it's still going to be fine with the mat. All right. Spring fling. Let's try Matt. Let's see how she does. She made Matt up too bad. Vaughn, don't leave yet. All right. And I hit 5,000 subscribers. So I'm going to do a little giveaway and give away this set of the Spring Fling, slightly used. So let me go to random.org. And let's go 1 to 50. Needs light charcoal gray polka dots. Let's do 1 to 50. All say start. All right, put in one number, the closest without going over 50. 1 to 50. Eileen, you're so funny. You just like to be contrary, don't you? All right, does everybody have their number in? All right, generating. The number is 29. 29. Kim. Kim. Does everybody agree? We didn't have to look back at any big long list, did we? All right, Kim, let me put my email in and you can email me your address. And I'm going to let them dry out. And then I'll ship them to you next week. I want them to just dry out a little bit. But yeah, I hit 5,000. I'm at 5,050 subscribers. And the book was Fast and Fun Watercolors. You take a picture. You must have been lagging, Dot. Thank you, Mickey. And that's it for me. I wish I'd made these cells bigger now that I made that thing so much bigger. Thank you, Norma. I mixed paint at Shauna's. And then we'll do something with the pores when they're dry. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I have a couple projects. I have the winter watercolor. I also have this fat cat that I can't seem to get anywhere on. And I thought about paper piecing it, but leaving the background as is. So I thought about doing the paper piecing on the cat. I also have a bear to do and a wolf. So I was thinking about kind of working on my, you started it, you need to finish it. I don't know yet, Colleen. I would say probably, I don't know if we're going out to dinner for my birthday or we're going out to lunch for my birthday. Yeah, I want to do the fat cat. And I think I want to cut and do like we did the cow. I'm thinking maybe Bob's probably going fishing again tomorrow. So I'm thinking maybe like 2 Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern, somewhere in the afternoon. Are you streaming tomorrow, Shauna? I know Zia's streaming in the evening. You're going to stream tonight, right now, Colleen? Yay. So you're not streaming tomorrow. Okay. So it'll be early afternoon. I'll tweet. Yay, Colleen. And I'm not exhausted, so I won't fall asleep. I may cut a bigger sail and put a bigger sail right there, ladies, because it's kind of making me think it needs it. You know it? Do you agree, Eileen? It's still not big enough. That's bigger. But that needs to be a bigger sail. I think that needs to be glued over that. Let's see what Eileen thinks. That's better. Just leave it like that. Okay, I agree, CB. I think that's good. I'll just add the. I still may add a different back one. No, I'll just add the front one. Yeah, the bigger sail helps it because I have the thing up so high. I still think the back one needs to be. That's what I'm going to do. Is bring that up just a little bit on both sides. Just this one. Just that's the only one because I had the mask too tall. All right. I'm going to go and we're going to all go to Colleen's. I'm going to get something ordered to eat. I need to get that one little thing in with glue anyways. All right. Thanks, Norma. I'll see y'all at Colleen's. Yeah, no, I let them dry before I mail them because otherwise I gotta wrap it in foil. I'm not going to the post office for a couple days anyways, so they're gonna sit just like that until I wrap them up. Hi, Marianne. We are leaving. We are finished. We are going over to Colleen's, though. The scrap chick. So join us over there. Oh, her own. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go over to Colleen. You can come back and watch my recording. I hope. We poured and we did a little watercolor. And I did not create a disaster zone. Well, minus the pouring. See y'all at Colleen's. Wait. I'm going to take a picture of this the way I had it for Instagram. All right. Bye, guys.